Welcome back to my beta Minecraft channel. I am 2000 Messiah, or just Messiah, and today I can no longer run from the truth any longer. This is the storage sorting episode. That's right. That's right. After all this time, what, you thought I was gonna say this is an ARG? No. This is no ARG. It is beta Minecraft though. And what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be working on fixing up my storage. And it's just been a long time coming, honestly. I mean, look at this. It's a mess, all right? I don't even have the means. You know, I was gonna add a mod to make the sorting easier, but I decided that I was going to do it on my own. Which means if I want to make this a particularly interesting episode, I'm going to have no choice but to... it's looking like I'm gonna have no choice but to actually, like, talk about stuff in this one. Usually when I'm building something, I, like, sit in silence and then I cut that out, but it's like, well... storage sorting is not quite the most interesting thing I can do for a video, but as of right now, I don't feel like building anything, and... I didn't do any, you know, I don't feel like mining or anything like that right now, so why not? Oh, you know what? There is one more room that someone can claim, and I don't know who to give it to. So I need someone to claim this room. I don't know if I missed someone in the comments or something, but there's one more room left, and it's one of the better rooms, honestly, in my opinion. It's one of the double window rooms, which is dope. But yeah, I wanted to turn this upstairs area into a storage unit. So far, we've got glowstone stuff there. I don't really know. I don't have a storage method at all, but I do still want to use this attic for storing things. All right. Oh wow, that actually kind of worked out perfectly. I didn't even plan for that, but. Yeah, I don't really know how I want to store it. The thing is, I have storage in other areas as well. You know, I usually like to put like cobblestone and cobblestone and stuff like that in the blacksmith shop. But I also have a cobblestone. I also have a cobblestone chest in my house here, but that's been there forever, since before I even started this world. I'm pretty sure, or before I started recording this world. Excuse me. But I'm just gonna grab, there's also gravel in here too. I was just gonna put that in there with it. But yeah, I'm gonna move all this storage out. I don't know what I want to do with the upstairs of my place now. I didn't really think about it. But, you know, I'm just gonna clear the area out, and it can just be a nice place that you can just stand up there. I don't think it needs to have a purpose, but I like the idea of the tavern having, you know, a big enough attic that it can just be used as the town's general storage for the time being. So that's what I'm gonna do with that. I don't know if I'm gonna organize it super, you know, but it's better than nothing, you know. So I'll put all the stone stuff in here then. That makes sense to me. And the stuff, like, I still store bread and stuff like that over there in the farm, so I think that works. All right. But I guess if I want to talk about something topical, I've been talking about superheroes a lot, and unfortunately, the new episode of Daredevil has not come out yet at the time of me recording this. It definitely has at the time of upload. It comes out at 9 p.m. tonight, which is, well, it's Tuesday for me, but this will be coming out on Wednesday. So certainly tomorrow's video, I have things to say about the first episode of the new season of Daredevil. Wait, why'd I come all the way over here? What am I doing? This is why you shouldn't have me talking about. This is why I sit in silence, because I can't focus. So I sit in silence when I'm building and stuff, because I can't focus. I can't do the two things at the same time, unfortunately. But yeah, new Daredevil coming. Probably this week I'm gonna see the new the Project Hail Mary movie, the Ryan Gosling movie. I haven't the thing is, I have never seen a movie with Ryan Gosling as the lead besides Blade Runner, the sequel. So I heard it's really good though, so I'm very interested, and I really like that. I really like Blade Runner. Both of the Blade Runners. The original is obviously the best, but I think that movie is good for its own reasons. Let's see, what should I put? I think I should put like wood over here or something. And keep ores in the I keep the ores in the mine, but I think there are some that I'm just gonna bring upstairs finally, like diamonds and stuff like that. Actually, I do also keep wood down in the wood farm as well, but I think I'll just use that to store leftover wood from when I chop stuff down, and then any wood that I, you know, after I use the wood, you know, if I have any left over, I'll put it there, you know, if that makes sense. But yeah, new season of Daredevil, new Ryan Gosling movie I gotta see. I really do enjoy films and stuff like that as well. I really used to. Okay. So I like a lot of like Japanese cinema, and I haven't watched any in a while. But I did recently, or not recently. It's been a while since I've actually watched something. You know what I mean? It's been a while since I watched something like Japanese related. You know, besides like anime, which is like the new season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure started, which I thought that first episode was amazing, and I'm excited to keep watching. Even though I read the manga years ago, I'm still excited to keep watching. Shout out to Poco Loco. That's all I gotta say. He's just a fun character. I know some people can find him a little annoying. Because, I don't know, people find characters that are like, he has so much confidence for someone whose, like, whole thing is he's actually just getting lucky. Or, like, he's just really lucky, which I could imagine that would make somebody mad. You know, like, I don't like those kind of people in real life, but the way Poco Loco is just super charming for whatever reason. I don't know why. Alright, so there's wood there. I'm gonna put all my coal up here. That should be fine. This will be like the various like lapis and any because I can't imagine I'm gonna have a lot of lapis and redstone in this chest, so any unsmelted ore can go in there too, I guess. Diamond. Actually, diamond, I'm not gonna find. I don't think I'm gonna have that much diamond either, so it can go in this chest too. Why not? Stone chest over here. That's right. There you go. And this should be easier. This should make building easier as well because I'll have all of it in one spot. You know, so that's pretty good. Suddenly remembered that I had left laundry in the dryer for like, or not. Yeah, I left laundry in the dryer for like over a day, and I was like, wait a minute, I have to get that, and totally forgot what I was talking about last time, but I'm going to or what I was talking about before I stopped. I don't know what I said last time. It's the same. It's just been like 20 minutes. But yeah, I had to stop the recording so I can get that done. But yeah, let me know if you've forgotten your laundry before. And yeah, I'm hoping the sugarcane farm, by the way, with this I can, you know, make some bookshelves and have like a cool library going. That's the one build I've had on standby for a while. I just haven't had the materials for it. I might have to make a bigger sugarcane farm, honestly. But yeah, I forget why I even came over here in the first place. I forgot what I was even doing. I mean, I know I was like trying to sort through some stuff, but let me just look around through the various chests and see what makes sense to sort out and put in a different spot. Let me see. All this dirt, I guess I'm gonna put elsewhere. I don't know what to do with it though. I think I'm gonna use one of these. Oh, I forgot. I guess I said I had it perfect, but the side chests. I forgot I could probably make some side chests. Well, for now I'm gonna put my dirt away somewhere. Yeah, the dirt chest can go right under the cobblestone stuff, I guess. I'm not really good at this sorting thing, so forgive me if this is not how you would do it. It's hardly how I would do it, but like, you know, if I were watching someone put this together, I'd be like, man. Well, I'm no one to judge, but yeah, miscellaneous tools. This could be a miscellaneous tools chest. I like that. Yeah, I'm no one to judge though, but if I were someone that actually cared about being well organized, I'd be like, what is this guy doing? He's insane. He's a madman. I'm not a madman. Oh, some might say. Others would disagree. Wait, why can't this be turned the other way? The other one was. These things can be kind of finicky. Oh well, I'm not gonna argue with it. I'm gonna let it be. I just want it to be. That's good enough for me. That up there, and yeah, that's fine. I used all the wood though for this wood chest. Now I'm not gonna remember this is the wood chest. But yeah, everything that makes sense to be stored where it is will be stored there. I guess that'll just be where I store like extra glass and sand and stuff. I could store ores there because I do smell ores in the blacksmith shop. Well, large amounts of it, but I still kind of want to store them in there, in the storage unit for the most part. Maybe just leave some chests empty for like large, you know, amounts of just storing construction stuff, you know. Large amounts of wood and planks and stuff like that can go in there as well. For when I eventually get to deciding that I actually want to store stuff, or not store stuff, but build large things again. Just haven't been in the mood for like building something, a giant project or anything like that. But once the inspiration strikes me, I'm excited to do so. Not even the inspiration, really, more the motivation. I haven't felt motivated to work on a big project like that. I've been enjoying doing the smaller stuff. All right, so that's there. Put the actual like iron and gold in here. I got more dirt. Put that in there. More stone stuff here. Miscellaneous. Other like, you know, tools, used tools, etc. Go there. Let's see, I'll put sand and sandstone in here. I picked up more coal. Oh, where did I put the bones? I have some used tools. Put in there and all that. Miscellaneous, gunpowder, bones, there you go. Gravel, I'm gonna put that with the cobblestone. And I have some. There you go. That's not too bad, not too bad. We're making some decent progress. We're actually pretty much done for the most part. I still have a few loose ends up there, and then I have my main house chest. I don't really want, like, I kind of just want that to be like I just throw whatever in there and sort it later kind of thing. I don't really know how to, like, I don't know if that makes sense, but this is kind of like, you know, I mean, this makes sense to have this in here for whatever reason. I don't really know why, but I like the idea of using it for just whatever I may have in my inventory at the moment, just dumping it off or whatever. But there is some stuff in there that I might just want to burn or, you know, put in a different chest probably. But yeah, now that these chests are finally done, I do want to get rid of them. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put up here instead, but clear the space out. Not too bad. I have had a children's cartoon song stuck in my head for a little bit now. The Dragon Tales, the PBS Kids cartoon called Dragon Tales. Me and my sister used to watch that all the time. She actually stopped by the stream a little bit. That was very nice. It was very cool. She supports my videos and stuff. So it was cool to see her pop by the stream for a little bit. But yeah, we used to watch Dragon Tales, and you know, we do they had like this little dragon scale or whatever that would take them to Dragonland, but they had to say a little, like, I don't even know how to describe it. They'd have to say like a poem or something to get sent there. I remember it to this day. They go, I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in a land apart, and then they get teleported and there'd be all these cool dragons, Quetzal, and actually I don't remember any others besides Quetzal, but he was like the teacher. He would teach the life lessons to all the other dragons whenever it was time to, like, you know, fix an issue that they were having with each other, and then the kids would try and help them solve it, and they'd go back to, you know, the real world, I guess. But I don't know if that's like a weird ramble. I don't know if there's gonna be anyone that knows. Oh, I can't pick that up. I don't think there's gonna be anyone. I hope there's someone that knows that about that, but there's a lot of people not from the US in my comments, which is pretty cool. So I don't expect that show was like elsewhere, you know. I don't expect that show was, you know, what's the word I'm looking for, like translated, I guess, to another spot, you know. All right, we're almost done sorting everything out. I'm actually very happy with that because it's been a long time coming, that's for sure. My laziness, my ability to constantly I do have arrows now. Okay, I can pick that up. This has been bothering me. But my ability to put things off to the last minute is just astounding. I used to, don't tell my mother, but in middle school I used to do my homework on the bus. Like I was the first stop, so I had time. But like there were just times I wanted to come home. Here's the thing, right? So my middle school, we didn't get out till what, 4? It was either 4 or 5. Like, it was a long school day. It was a much longer school day than the average students. And I don't know if it ever paid off because I'm still stupid. But, but like, I don't know. I really don't know. But it's just like, we spent so much time in school that like you barely had time to like exist, you know? Barely had time to just go through and like, you know, play games. Like it's hard to have a life outside of school when you're getting out at like 4 or 5 p.m., you know. And like during like the early school year, fall and winter, it's like you're getting out of school and it's pitch black, and it's just like, wow, that is not fun, you know. It did suck. And everyone else that went to school got out at a regular time. Like all my younger sisters got out at a normal time. So it's just like, why are you in school for so long? Why? I mean, you know, maybe it helped, maybe it didn't. I don't know, but it was not fun. So I would just be like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do my homework on the bus, so I actually have time to like chill and play games, you know, and just live life, you know. And sometimes it worked, and most of the time I didn't get everything done, but I still passed. I still had some pretty decent grades for what it's worth. But it's, you know, I am always down to procrastinate. That's the word I've been looking for this whole time, but I found it. I found it at the last minute. Here you go. I even procrastinate my sentences. My brain is even procrastinating in the background as I procrastinated on trying to figure out the word procrastinate mid-sentence. That's amazing, isn't it? You guys are definitely going like, what is this guy talking about? I understand it. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Oh, that pig gone already. I can't believe they added saddles. Now that I think about it, I can't believe they added saddles so early before horses. Like, horses didn't become a thing for a while. Saddles just used to be like this niche thing you can find and just show your friends, hey, you can hop on a pig, and then like that was it. I think that feature's still in the game now. You can actually control where the pig goes with like a carrot on a fishing pole, right? Yeah, I honestly, I'm actually kind of baffled they added or Notch added saddles so early in the game's development, and like horses were not, I mean, obviously he planned on them, but they were not added for a little bit. But I do remember the update when they got added. I was very excited for that. Then I saw there was a recent update on the horses and they look worse, and then I'm like, oh, I don't like how that looks. So it's like, yeah, you know, I was hyped for the horse update, but give it some time, and eventually the things you liked as a kid will probably get messed up by someone trying to make money off of it or whatever. Or, you know, someone else will take over and change it up and make it worse, which, you know, is life. It sucks. But, you know, who am I to say? Minecraft is, I don't know if it's not for me anymore, because I still enjoy Minecraft, but, like, you know, sometimes it just feels like, hey, Minecraft, let the kids have that, man. You know, the newer Minecraft, there's kids growing up with this, like, the newer versions that don't, you know, like, they don't know any different, so, like, let them have that, you know? So, that's why I try to make it known that I don't hate modern Minecraft. I prefer beta Minecraft, but I'm not like swearing off modern Minecraft my whole life and saying I would never play it, it's trash, and anyone that likes it is, I would never do that. I think that's crazy. But I'm also just not that kind of I've never been that kind of person. I don't even do that for things I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There aren't very many things I don't like because I'm pretty open-minded anyway, but like, I don't know. Like, there's just things where it's just like, if I know I'm not gonna like it, or if I don't think it's gonna be my thing, I'm just gonna ignore it, you know? There's no reason. I feel like there's just been so much like negative going on where it's like there are just people that just, instead of like ignoring things they don't like, they go out of their way to see it so they can, you know, be informed enough to tell people why they don't like it, which is like, I guess, but like, you don't really have to do that. You know, just like if you think or you know you're not gonna like it, I mean, like, obviously, you know, try new things, you might be surprised. That I can understand, but like there are people that go in thinking they're not gonna like it, they come out not liking it because, like, I don't know. That's just my least favorite thing is hating on stuff. It's just like, here's actually what I want to say. I think too many people call things trash as a critique, and that puts the onus on the person that made it, when really it's probably just not for you, you know? That's kind of how I would look at it. I had to stop to break that down because I started talking with my hands and no one can see me, so I look kind of crazy. But yeah, if I had to like put something to it, I would say, hey, you know, I think instead of just calling things trash all the time or bad, just say, hey, it wasn't for me, it didn't vibe with me, you know? But that doesn't mean that, like, yeah, I just feel like everyone decides that anything they don't like is trash, you know? But it's like, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not good, it's just not for you, you know? But that then puts the onus on them. It's like, you know, some people don't want some people just don't want the onus to be on them. They don't want it to be like oh, it's on me that I don't like it. They would rather it just be like, it's also just more fun to bash things. That I can understand too, but to a certain point, it's like, do you like anything? Like, just watch stuff you do like or you know you're gonna like, you know? There's way too, like, the internet is way too broad and too open. You can find anything you like at a moment's notice to be like, going out and eating on stuff you know you don't like anyway. That's my 2 cents. I'm not, you know, who am I to say, but that's just how I feel about it. I'll put the obsidian with the stone. That makes sense to me in my head, honestly. King pole goes here, and then once I put the sapling away, we are all of the storage will be fully set up for now. The empty chests will be used for later or whatever. Honestly, I don't really know. I just made a bunch of chests for no reason, I guess, but that's fine. Also, rhyming accidentally. Yeah, I've noticed a trend that some of my videos have been getting a bit longer than 20 minutes lately. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I talked about this in a video already. Well, the last video probably. But like, yeah, you know, I think I'm just going to let the videos be 30 minutes if they gotta be, or over 20 if they have to be. I try not to, you know, because people have things to do. And I upload these after I get off work, you know, so it's like, it's meant to be like for people that get off work, I guess, Eastern time, really. And they can just get off work and watch a YouTube video. You know, and it's just see like, oh yeah, recently uploaded video from 2000 Messiah, or just Messiah. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. I did all my storing, and there will be more storage in here, and I don't know what to do with the upstairs. If anyone wants to give me an idea on what to do with this, maybe I can expand it, maybe not, I don't know. But thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time, and next time will be tomorrow. So peace out and have a good day.